In Exodus 28:15 through 21, the breastplate of Aaron is described in great detail. So, okay, let's go there then. Exodus 28. Then with the most careful workmanship, make a chest piece that will be used to determine God's will. Use the same materials as you did for the ephod, fine linen cloth embroidered with gold thread, blue, purple, scarlet, and yarn. This chest piece will be made of 2 folds of cloth, forming a pouch 9 inches square. 4 rows of gemstones will be attached to it. The first row will contain a red carnelian, a chrysolite, and an emerald. The second row will contain a turquoise, a sapphire, and a white moonstone. The third row will contain a jacinth, an agate, and an amethyst. The fourth row will contain a beryl, an onyx, and a jasper. All these stones will be set in gold. Each stone will represent one of the tribes of Israel, and the name of that tribe will be engraved on it as though it were a seal. Okay? Now, let's jump over to the reason why God did this. All right? Same chapter, verse 28. Then attach the bottom rings to the chest piece to the rings of the ephod with blue cords. This will hold the chest piece securely to the ephod above the beautiful sash. In this way, Aaron will carry the names of the tribes of Israel on the chest piece over his heart when he goes into the presence of the Lord in the holy place. So the question really is, who is Aaron? Better yet, who does Aaron represent? Because you got to remember, in the Old Testament is Jesus concealed. New Testament is Jesus revealed. Aaron is a shadow of Jesus. Okay? And God said, look, I want you to take all these stones. I want you to make this breastplate, this thing that just covers you, the top of your torso. And I want you to put 12 stones in it. All right? All these different colors and stones and all this stuff, right? But at the end, it says that it will go over Aaron's heart whenever he enters in. Okay? So not only was Aaron carrying the weight of the people and the burden of the people, right? Because he was the spokesperson for Moses, and he was one of the priests. So he represented the people. He carried their burden on his shoulders. But then God says, as a reminder, I need you to make sure that the people are always on your heart, right? And that's what Jesus's purpose was. The people around him at that time, even to this day, are a burdened people. He carries our burden, but not only that, he carries us in his heart and on his person at all times because he loves us, right? So don't try to take these crystals and make it something demonic or take the scripture out of context, because it is what it is.